which team coming out of preseason concerns you the most based on off-season maneuvers and whatever you've seen over the last several weeks? Michael.
You know, the Cowboys, they won 12 games last year, and really after the season, that heartbreaking, they got physically beat up, especially in their offensive line against a better 49ers team who dominated them at home that day. And losing Smith, their left tackle, you know, and losing some other elements, Collins, their right tackle. These are two guys that are hard to replace. Now, Terrence Steele's going to go in at right tackle, but what's going to happen? You lose your left tackle in the National Football League, it's hard. It's one of the things the Rams kind of overcame last year when Whitworth went down. Noteboom played well. They were fortunate there. Everybody was worried about that depth there that came through. I would say Dallas, where they were last year and how Philly has improved, to me is the 1-2 teams that I'm looking at.
Yeah, when Tyron Smith went down, it just sealed for me what I've been trying to talk myself into for the last several weeks, is that Philadelphia, this is their division to snatch from Dallas, because I just didn't like some of the moves that happened with Dallas this offseason. I know Micah Parsons is going to be better, just the way things happen, certainly with generationally talented kids as he appears to be. I just don't know how you replace Tyron Smith despite his injury history over the last couple of years. Michael.
Well, they drafted Tyler Smith to go over there, but they were putting him at left guard, figuring they had another year. Now we'll see what they do, how they maneuver this offensive line. And he's had a propensity to have holding penalties. So, look, I think the defense can certainly be good. You know, Sam Williams looks like a bright young rookie. I think with Lawrence and some of the other players, Fowler that they signed to replace Randy Gregory, they have a way to be better defensively. But offensively is the biggest concern for me, because they need to have a way to run the football effectively. They don't want Dak throwing it 45, 50 times. I think what they'll do, Rich, is move Pollard as a slot receiver. He'll replace CeeDee Lamb. They'll move Lamb outside to replace Amari Cooper. Hopefully they get Michael Gallup back as they go, and the Jalen Tolberts and Noah Browns, those guys have to take a giant Mother May I step forward.
And they're going to have to figure all that stuff out against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady on the first Sunday night of the season in front of the whole country. We'll talk about a difficult spot to work out the kinks. What is your sense of things with the Buccaneers? Brady being back, he had a little cup of coffee, but there's a lot of issues right there in front of him. What are your 2 cents on that, Mike Lombardi?
Well, you know, like you said, Rich, when you have a lot of stuff going on in your life, it's challenging as we get older. You know, I mean, it's the age thing that gets us. Although he's undefeated against Father Time. Let's be clear here. He's the only one who's been able to look Father Time in the eye. But I think the offensive line's got to concern him. I think that Godwin not being 100% healthy has to concern him. And they're going to have to ride their defense a little bit earlier in the season as their offense kind of gets together. In the Indianapolis game, watching the tape of him, he looks like he's 35. When I went to the Patriots in 14, you know, and I watched the tape the other day of him against Indianapolis, he looked the same. I mean, he doesn't age. He's an ageless wonder. He's found that cocoon that Ron Howard wrote the movie about. I don't know where it is, but Tom has found it. And so it's great. And I think their defense has got to do the one that carry the work. I think missing Gronk, you know, O.J. Howard never manifested himself to the player that they hope. Can Cameron Brate, Kyle Rudolph, are they going to be able to step up and fill that void? There's a lot of moving pieces in Tampa. And I think Todd Bowles is a really good coach. And I think he'll prove to be a better head coach than he was with the Jets. But I think the first month of September is going to be a little sorting out.